Hey, it's your favorite time of the day. It's almost 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on November 15th, 2017. My name is John Disque, and this is the Crypto Update. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start with the top 10 volume coins on the market. And we're going to get right to it as soon as I get this camera set up and ready. I guess that's good enough. It looks like 70% of the market is in red, and only 30% are in the green, and one in the green. Shooting up big time today again is Bitcoin, the coin with bit. And now we're going to do the volume order, and number one in volume is going to be Bitcoin, of course. And there it is. Sitting right now at 71.51, but it was up a bit higher. Today's high was 73.35. Today's low is 67.61, which is pretty much the opening price, so it's been pretty much all up all day. A little bit of adjustment in the past hour or so, but we'll be just fine. Number two in volume is Ethereum, and about even from where it was yesterday. Today's high, it did shoot up to 340, but quickly adjusted. Today's low is 323, so Ethereum's looking like a solid investment. I think it's a good time to buy if you're considering buying Ethereum. A bit of a volatile day, and it looks like it's all downhill, but we had an early shoot up late last night. Bitcoin Cash is remaining in third in volume, but most of it is selling. Not impressive one bit. Today's high was 13.19 and today's low was 11.62. Yeah, it's pretty much all downhill, even if you take out this little hump here. So Bitcoin Cash continues to lose ground every day, and the volume will start fading away as more and more people sell it. Litecoin comes in fourth and is in a healthy price at $63.60. $63.60. Up 1.74 for the day. A solid week for Litecoin and a very solid month for Litecoin. And it looks volatile, but it really isn't. Today's high was 64.14 and today's low is 62.01. So there's not a lot of, this looks like a huge jump, but it's just $1 or $2. IOTA comes in fifth, and IOTA continues to move up the charts and shows today's biggest gain at 13.78. That's up 13.78% in one day. So IOTA is looking like the trade coin of the day as far as top volume coins go. Top 10. I might start doing the top 20. I'm actually considering doing that because there are a lot of trade opportunities in the top 20. Once you get past the top 20, you're starting to look at garbage. It's really, most of it's garbage. But sometimes, there are interesting coins coming in like 18th and 17th, and they just moved up from 100th place, and there's, so I don't know, I'm thinking about it. It's a lot more work, but it's okay. IOTA again continues to shine, continues to be the altcoin to pay attention to. Sitting at 72.9 cents, almost 73 cents. It's all up today. EOS moves up to number 6 and also continues to shine, but actually that's not quite accurate. A lot of it was sells today, so it's back down to $1.62. Today's high was $1.71 and the low was $1.51. This is a future. Let's go check it out. I have to remember to zoom out here. It doesn't come out for another 200 days. So, you got a ways to go to even, start taking it serious unless you want to buy a future. Very volatile, lots of ups and downs. You might want to trade this one. Zcash is coming in 7th place and also up. It's up 6.38%, having a good week and a pretty good month too. Zcash, another trade coin. Dash is at pretty much even from where it was yesterday, sitting at $418.52. Wow, that's a big crash there. Went all the way down to $409. Today's high was $441. There's a buy and there's a sell, and you made a little bit of money. Sorry, Ripple rounds out the top 10, and it was just that it just lost a lot of ground just as we've been doing this. Sitting at 20.9 cents. It was up over 21 cents, 21.1 cents, and I don't know. Ripple's got a mind of its own. It's a hard coin to figure out. Everything looks wonderful when it's going up a mountain, but it's had a recent adjustment just since we started again. You don't know if there's anything you want to look at before we move on to today's big news. I have to remember. I read the news this morning, so I have to actually. I might have to go back and refresh myself. Since we started the crypto update, we now have 60% of the coins in the green, and 40% in the green and 60% in the red. So let's go back down and covers the news. What's the big news? UK threatens to shut down Bitconnect. They're giving Bitconnect, I believe it's 2 months to get their shit together. This is a shady investment company, and they're secretive. Nobody really knows who owns them. They say they're owned by some person who absolutely does not exist. They say their offices are here, and there ain't no office there. Just shady stuff. A lot of people like this. A lot of people have made a lot of money in Bitconnect, and a lot of other people say it's a Ponzi scheme. If you can't get transparency into a company, if you don't know who owns it, if you don't know where their offices are, if you don't have a phone number to actually call and talk to somebody, stay the hell away from it. Again, it looks great because you can make a lot of money in it, but it's bound to fall. It's gonna fall. It cannot sustain itself the way it's going. So the UK, it doesn't like it. It's saying you either play by the rules or we're shutting you down. And that's the big news today. There is another big issue, and Coinbase was right. Bitcoin Gold is shady, and the head developer is busted. This is an amazing story. That one of the developers who created Bitcoin Gold put a code into the mining part of, well, let's go read it. Bitcoin Gold developer under scrutiny for allegedly hiding a mining code. This mining code puts 0.5% fee directly into this guy's wallet, and he got busted. And Coinbase was the first to tell everybody, look, we don't trust this. And if we trust it in the future, we'll carry it. But right now, we don't trust it. And they were right. I always knew something shady was going on with this coin. I just I couldn't put my finger on it. And I didn't like how they went about the whole situation. And it was... they're all a supposed takeover of Bitcoin, and it's all a bunch of shit. Don't listen to any of it. It's all a bunch of marketing crap. Nothing will ever overtake Bitcoin. Ever, ever, ever. It's the mother of all coins. It started it all, and it will be here forever. Newbies don't come in and say, well, I'm going to buy Bitcoin Gold. They buy Bitcoin. Everybody wants to know about Bitcoin. Everybody talks about Bitcoin. Everybody will forever talk about Bitcoin. They don't talk about these altcoins and these crazy forked coins. They don't talk about Bitcoin wannabes. They don't talk about Steam. They don't talk about any of this shit. They talk about Bitcoin. Everybody does. And sorry, but that's the way it's gonna be, and nobody gives a shit if you don't like it. What are your thoughts on Jeff Berwick? Rodney Weinstock wants to know what my thoughts are on Jeff Berwick. I think he's awesome. He's a long-time influence. The best part about him is he's very transparent. He's very accessible. He's very open. He'll talk about everything from life to cryptocurrency. I don't always agree with the guy, but he's one of the original pioneers, and he's obviously, a cyberpunk from way back. And these are the guys that, that they were around almost from the beginning and from the beginning. And one day I'm going to go to Acapulco, and I'm going to go for a walk with Jeff and his dogs, and we're going to have a beer, and we're just going to talk about life and just get to know each other. And I just want Jeff to know who I am. I really appreciate everything he's done. He's a big reason we have Bitcoin ATMs today. He's a major rebel. He hates the U.S. government, and who doesn't? The difference is, I believe in staying and fighting and trying to make our U.S. government and our nation better. That might be naive and stupid, but that's, where my head has always been. If something's broke, you fix it. And Bitcoin is part of that. Bitcoin has, they didn't rebuild the old system. They created a whole new system, a whole new currency, and a whole new market, a whole new everything. And that's the way to do it. If you can't fix what's broke, you create a new one. Man, I'm really rambling tonight. Jeff's defense with Bitcoin has always been inspiring to me. His openness, his willingness to just talk and be honest and tell it like it is. You know, I appreciate that, and he's different, and I like people who are different. I like people who can teach me something. My biggest fear is I won't be able to teach them anything in return. But maybe I can. Maybe we'll trade ideas or something. I don't know, but I just want to meet the guy. He's a big reason that I got into Bitcoin, and back in 2000, he's the beginning. He was the first set of videos I watched, and I still watch his videos to this day. I think he's great. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Jeff Berwick. He's a dollar vigilante. He's all over YouTube. You can't miss him. And again, I don't agree with everything he says, but I truly respect the guy, and that's where that is. We're going to go back and take a look at something here. Bitcoin Cash is checking out, and if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but Bitcoin Gold is not even on in the top 10 anymore. It's fading away fast. They're dumping it big time, and part of the reason is people are finding out about this news about the developer and all this shady shit going on in the crypto world, and it really gives us a bad name. And I wish people would just get their shit straight and do things right instead of trying to rip people off. This is Bitcoin Gold, and it's not real quick to dump itself off. It's still hanging in there, sort of. But you can see the first half of the week was boom, 600 to well over 2,000. I believe it almost hit 2,400 or thereabouts. And the second half of the week, it's not a major tank like a pump and dump, but it is a decline. It is declining every single day. It's declining more, a little more, not a lot more, just a little more. People are losing interest. There's still volume in it because there got to be a whole hell of a lot of money and a humongous market cap. And all of it's slipping. It's going down little by little by little every single day. Today it lost another 5.19%. And it's going to continue to lose. I would not buy this coin back. If you're waiting for a low price to get in Bitcoin Cash, I think most of this volume is coming out just like it came out of Bitcoin Gold. Wow. I really went on, didn't I? Sorry, I must be in a pissy mood. If I'm in a pissy mood. I get that way sometimes, but I'm tired of the bullshit. I really am. I'm getting tired of the bullshit. I'm getting tired of the assholes in the crypto industry talking out their asses about things they have absolutely no clue about, okay? Peace, everybody.